Happy Sunday, the 10th of March. And today is us setting our clock. Well, we did it last night, but it's getting our energy back. So it's lighter later. We can do things. It's preparing for spring and summer and all that good stuff. So we are in this wonderful phase of bringing the sun back. And I love it. Here Comes the Sun. Remember the song by the Beatles? It was one of my favorites. And just feeling what it feels like. Don't you feel wonderful when the sun's out? How can somebody be crabby when the sun's out? It's a wonderful time. All right. So before you know it, on the 19th, the spring equinox right around the corner. And we're going to get there sooner than later. All right. I was taping this already and something happened. It froze or something happened. So I had already pulled the cards. So you're not going to see me shuffling again because I already, except for one deck, I already have the cards here. So we started with The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions for the Soul. And I actually purchased this in Sedona. They just called to me. And the card we got for this week is Manifestation. Look at the power, the light. It almost looks like a cross too. It's just so much energy here. So, you will attract what you give yourself focus to. You are about to experience something you have longed for. You may not see any evidence yet, but don't be disheartened. Remember we talked about that last week with the grounding and everything's happening under the surface? Instead, be still and aligned with your soul. Soon you'll be inspired to take a step forward where you will meet your dreams and desires. Fall in love with the unknown, and the path of the known will materialize. You create your life through how you feel and what you think. Change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. First, you must be aware of how you feel in the present. Practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. The time just before manifestation is an opportunity to change any story from your past, present, or future. Your perception is altering so you can see in a new light. Everything is created twice. Firstly, in the vibrational realm, perceived as imagination. That's a whole new way to say that, right? Because we know that all possibilities exist in the quantum field. So if we think of this as being the quantum field where we're trying to bring in a vibrational match to what we really want, that's pretty amazing. Feeling or dreaming, and then in the physical world as manifested objects. Enjoy the journey to all you are manifesting, and your desires will arrive sooner than later. This is the nature of creation. And so how many times have people come in and they're like, you said this, and this was going to happen, and it hasn't happened yet. And I love how people, and if any of you are readers, you will understand this. I love how people kind of want to blame us for things. It's like we are reading a trajectory based on where you are right now. If your partner or potential partner takes a left instead of a right all of a sudden, that's going to alter things. Or if you don't do your part, that's going to alter things. You can't just sit at home waiting for somebody to ring your doorbell unless it's the UPS guy or the mailman, right? So we have to claim our part in manifestation by taking action. We sit, envision what we want. We get our sensory all involved in it. You feel what it will feel like to get there. And then we let it go. So God, Spirit, Goddess, whatever can bring it back to us. The next cards were from Sword of Light, Archangel Michael deck, Radley Valentine. And the card I had already picked was Trust the Guidance You're Receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I am also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. Look at the power in that card. Also, many times, you're creating something. And sometimes you have to go back over something, give it a little more energy or whatever, right? To make it happen. Things start way up there on the inner planes and they start manifesting. You get an idea, it goes out. Then you add emotion to it. I'm so excited. I can't wait till this happens. Boom, it grows. Then it starts filtering down to this plane and starts working. And that's what we call manifestation. So let's see what she has to say, or he has to say in this. Okay. Michael, I can be of service in this situation, but the help of my brother, Archangel Uriel, can really take things to the next level. I will use my sword of light to sever your energetic connections to worry, fear, and insecurity so that you can be free to seize every opportunity afforded you by the brilliant ideas that Uriel is blessing you with. Uriel, I have placed in your beautiful mind the spark of a new epiphany. You may already be aware of it, or it may be still working its way up through the subconscious. Either way, this is guidance that you can absolutely trust. It is meant to bring you joy and healing and lead to the transformation of your life. Oh, that's all right. When the idea reaches you, ask for confirmation from me, and I will bring golden light into your awareness, either through your divine intuitive gifts or literally in your physical world. You might come across actual glitter, something painted or made out of gold, or anything that brings that sparkly kind of energy into your space. By combining my energy and gifts with those of my brother Michael, we are amplifying our message to you, delivering your insights to dramatically increase your level of success. This guidance is of the divine and it's meant just for you. Call upon me anytime you need assistance with inspired ideas, emotional healing, or life transformation. I'd say it's a good time to call on Uriel for all of that. The next one was Messenger of Spirit. And I had already pulled the solar plexus card. Remember your power. Look at the power of this card, that bright orangey. We know the solar plexus is right under our ribs here. And this controls power, whether you have too much power and you're taking everybody else's, or you give too much power away. So it's telling you to remember that. Whoops. Personal identity, power, and energy. Your spirit guides are asking you to balance your solar plexus chakra. Their message for you is to claim your power. Where have you been giving your power away? It's time to fix any leaks that are tapping your energy. Become aware of all the things in your day that drain you and minimize or eliminate them. Take a stand and empower yourself. Call back all the energy that you've given away to everyone. Remember to recharge. You can be going all the time, so your battery will be run down. Get clear on who you are and what you stand for. Be true to yourself in all areas of your life and make space for yourself. Claim your space, claim your power, pay attention to what lights you up, and do more of that. If you ask the cards a specific question, you are powerful. Affirmation, I stand in my power. Aligned crystals, yellow calcite. So there you go. If you want to own your power, you might want to have some yellow calcite you carry around with you. Keep it in your pocket, rub it, all of that. So one thing I wanted to say that I do every day, well, it's actually after my day, before I go to bed, after dinner, I call back all my energy. Think of it like a reverse starburst, okay? Because you've got the starburst that's going out to everybody all day, whether you realize it or not. I put my protection up every day, and I don't know, it's like, nah, it's like the concert fence. Everybody knocks it over after a while. So you need to do all these things. And I just asked to call back my energy from anybody who's taken it during the day, any situation that took my energy, all of that. And you can do that every day and feel that energy coming back to you. The last one we're going to pull for today is Rebecca Campbell and the Rose Oracle, one of my favorites. I love her stuff anyways. And look at how beautiful the cards are. Absolutely beautiful. Roses all over. I'm going to pull this. I know this one today is a little shorter, but it's okay. Change is good. Ooh, the breathing rose. Heart healing, emotions, connection, and time eases. Look at that. She holds this full bloom rose over her heart. And we know that roses are for that. They're for love. They're for healing. Rose oil is wonderful to put on your heart if you've gone through a big grieving situation. So when I look at this, every time she's breathed, she's taking in that love, that breathing. She's taking in that heart healing. So let's see what Rebecca says about this. The breathing rose. Often, healing is a slow, steady process. It's complex, not linear. It takes as long as it takes. And most of the time, that's much longer than we'd wish. Isn't that the truth? How many times people come into me and they're like, what? I've already cleared that issue. Nope, it's just another layer in the bottomless pit. But like all things in nature, there's a mysterious intelligence to it. And if we trust it and let the vibrant petals fall to the earth, cut back what's no longer, and protect the new shoots and buds from being pried open, we may find ourselves in a second bloom. And fruit will follow. You can't manufacture that. We must trust the great mystery and its process. The bud sometimes manages to burst through the constraints by opening to life. All of nature has this intelligence within it. The challenge when we're going through a time of healing, which is another word for growth, transformation, change, is not to dose ourselves, thought that was a D, it's a C, is not to close ourselves off from the world when we most want to separate and shut down, to somehow find the courage to open through the agony, the difficulty, and the hurt. And when we feel safe enough to let life soften us, not harden us, to deepen and cradle us. This is a card of deep heart healing. It will often come to us as a symbol of emotional healing that's in the process of happening. Who doesn't need emotional healing right now? The mending's underway. Treat yourself and your healing with compassion, understanding, and gentleness. This is a card of deep encouragement, and you're doing it. Time will ease everything soon. And there's an inquiry here. How can you treat yourself with gentle compassion and softness? And then how can you trust the timing of your healing? Two excellent questions. So what does this mean, right? We have layers and layers, and we just have to be patient with the healing process. And we want to keep working on it, because the more we can clear things out, the better it becomes. We don't have that scar tissue, emotional scar tissue, from the breakup in the relationship or whatever it was. We don't have to have that anymore. So this week, manifestation, asking Uriel for new epiphanies. And when you get it, take action on it. Taking your power back and healing your heart. There isn't anything that's more important than that, folks. On that note, I'm leaving you. Have a wonderful week. Thank you.